Hello， 大家好，欢迎回到外媒看中国，我是安博然。An American social media influencer with more than 1 million followers on Twitter is trying to take over the propaganda work of Voice of America, Radio Free Asia, and all the other anti-China media and NGOs who lost their funding and were shut down recently. Tara Ball posted a video montage of foreign YouTubers checking out one of the most famous spots in Chongqing and lazily tried to insinuate that they were all paid by the evil CCP. But it's not going down well with her own followers, who are rightly calling her out for her boring attempt at smearing China for free. Today, we will debunk her lame propaganda. This is Reports on China. I'm Andy Boreham here in Shanghai. Let's get reporting. A Twitter personality called Tara Ball with 1.1 million followers and a byline that ironically describes her as a truth slayer and someone who wants to end the establishment media is trying to do the work of the very establishment media she claims to despise by spreading anti-China conspiracy theories for free. We all know that since Trump got back into the White House, that his Doge office has cut funding to shady outfits like USAID and the United States Agency for Global Media, shutting down the usual anti-China grifters like the Australian Strategic Policy Institute, Radio Free Asia, and others. So why then is Tara doing the work of the mainstream media for free? She posted a montage of foreign YouTubers in the famous Chinese city of Chongqing, visiting one of its most famous tourist spots as evidence that they're reading a script and must be being paid by the evil CCP. She wrote, "There are a concerning number of YouTubers being paid to claim China is so much more advanced than America. Who is paying them, and why is YouTube pushing this propaganda?" Well, let's take a quick look at the video she posted.
Like it's ground floor.
On the ground.
Ground level.
The ground floor.
On the ground level.
The ground floor.
Ground floor level.
Ground.
Ground floor.
Ground level.
On the ground floor.
First floor.
The first floor.
Ground
floor.
level. Ground.
You'd be forgiven for thinking that we were on terra firma. However,
We are actually.
we are in fact.
But you actually.
I'm actually.
While actually is actually.
You're actually.
But actually. We're actually.
You're on the 22nd floor of a building.
Be on the 22nd floor.
22 stories up.
20 stories above the ground.
You're on the 20th floor. Is that we are 22 floors up.
We are on the 22nd floor right now.
That's a 22nd floor.
Yep. 22 floors up.
You're at 22nd.
On the 22nd floor. On the 22nd floor.
And down here, there's 22 floors down the side of this building. Oh my days, check that out. 22nd floor.
So did you guys see her trick there? What she's trying to do is suggest that because all of those YouTubers said basically the same thing, that it's somehow propaganda, a script provided by the draconian Chinese government, and evidence that they received money to post such content. But there are two key points that debunk what Tara is trying to do there for anyone who has a functioning brain. Firstly, what the YouTubers said is actually true. Chongqing has a very famous tourist spot that everyone who visits the city will go and take photos and video at. And it literally starts off up a mountain on one end at street level. When you walk towards the edge, you realize you're 22 floors up from the ground and perched on a cliff. They're simply telling their viewers the facts, albeit in a lazy and boring manner. Look, guys, it looks like I'm on the ground level, but actually, wow, I'm 22 floors up. I mean, that's literally just the reality. So what are they meant to say? You'll notice at the end of the video that Tara doubles down on the ground floor and 22 floors up keywords as evidence that they're all just reading a script. But that is just a really, really lame argument. What are they meant to say? Hey, look, everyone, it looks like I'm 5 floors up, but actually I'm 88 floors up. Well, of course not, because that's not the truth. Secondly, those travel YouTubers are just doing what travel YouTubers do, going to viral spots that hundreds or thousands of other travel YouTubers have visited before, and taking inspiration from other channels when visiting those spots. Sure, it would be great if those YouTubers changed it up a bit, but they're YouTubers, not Hollywood scriptwriters. It's boring, it's tired, and literally every place that 99% of travel YouTubers visit is based off another travel YouTuber they saw before. Now, that is not evidence of propaganda. It's just evidence of lazy content creation, if anything. Case in point, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Now, literally every single person who visits there does the same boring pose, pretending to hold up the tower. Now, is that propaganda? Well, of course not. It's just humans being humans. And there's another factor. China's amazing visa-free and transit visa policies, which allow millions upon millions of people from around the world to visit China without having to apply for a visa. I replied to Tara's tweet with the following. Tara, they're not paid to say anything. China recently went visa-free for many countries, and many YouTube travel channels are taking up the opportunity to come here and see for themselves. Why don't you visit China and do the same? Don't be a meme. Seriously, China's visa-free policies have been the best move the country has made recently in the fight against anti-China propaganda. Because now, instead of relying on anti-China Western mainstream media to learn about this massive country, people can just come and see it with their own eyes. And that, of course, includes YouTubers who are shattering the lies spread by Western governments, media, and NGOs piece by piece. Ironically, the very same establishment media that Tara Bull claims to want to smash herself. And even Tara's own followers see that, criticizing her under her own tweet for being a propagandist. Max Walker replied, WTF are you talking about? I've been there. They are much more advanced than America, despite your utter disbelief. Adam Warden asked her, I've just visited China and was blown away by what I saw and posted my experiences on Instagram. Can you please direct me to the people who'll pay me when you find out? And Clifford added, it's not propaganda. I visited for 1.5 months last November and December. Public places and infrastructure are far more advanced than in America, not only in their first-tier cities, but equally in second- and third-tier ones. Their shopping malls, public transportation are more than many can imagine, and their high-rise buildings exactly as shown on social media. It is safe, very inexpensive, and clean. Many who visit expecting China to match what their TV and government/politicians say will be surprised. So there you have it, Tara. Don't be exactly like the mainstream media you say you hate. Break out of your little box and come and see China with your own eyes. And on that note, that will be it for today, you guys. But as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you visited China? If so, what were your thoughts and where did you visit? Let me know down below, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help the channel. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.